Have you noticed that having AI isn't enough? It's all about how you prompt it. Google's latest 69-page white paper confirms what I've found working directly in the field. Vague prompts guarantee vague results. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 easy, powerful takeaways from this new research that will help you safely transform your use of AI from generic to your greatest design assistant, and I'll show you how you can apply them today in your business. Now, here's the real challenge most people face. They treat prompts like simple questions, like casually asking a friend for a favor. But prompts aren't just casual conversations. They're precise instructions, a design brief for AI. And just like a vague brief leads to disappointing designs, a vague prompt leads to disappointing AI outputs. Think of it this way. Imagine you're hiring a graphic designer to create your company logo. You wouldn't just say, hey, make something cool. You'd specify the colors, the style, and maybe even examples of logos you admire. If you fail to give a clear direction, you'll end up with a design that misses the mark completely. The same applies to prompting AI. The clearer and more structured your prompt, the better the AI understands your vision and the more accurate and useful the output becomes. Here's a simple example. A vague prompt might be, write something about productivity. The AI might give you generic tips you've heard 100 times, but a simple but structured prompt looks like this. Give me 3 actionable, uncommon productivity tips specifically for interior designers who want to streamline their design process. See the difference? Suddenly, your AI is laser focused, providing exactly what you need. Fresh, targeted ideas you can use immediately. So, how can you apply this principle? Start by treating your prompt like a mini project brief. I use an acronym to help me remember how. I call it the CPASS framework. And here's how it works. C stands for clarify your goals. Define exactly what you want the AI to create. P stands for provide context. Explain who will use it and their specific situation. A stands for assign parameters. Set clear boundaries for length, style, and format. S stands for specify details. Request concrete examples, metaphors, or actionable steps. By following these simple steps, you'll transform your prompts from vague requests into powerful instructions that consistently deliver valuable results. Okay, these are the basics, but let's refine it even further. I read Google's white paper so that you don't have to, and it's a wake-up call. Prompt engineering isn't just another tech buzzword. It is the future of AI. Master it and you'll thrive. Ignore it and you'll risk falling behind. So let's simplify this into 5 powerful principles that you can start using right now. Number 1, clarity and specificity. Think of your AI as a highly skilled but slightly vague colleague. If you're vague, you get vague results. Imagine you're briefing your design assistant. Simply saying, make something nice won't cut it. Instead, you clearly outline what you need, how you want it done, and why it matters. The more precise your instructions, the more powerful your results. Number 2, prompt engineering as literacy. This isn't just a technical skill, it's the new literacy. Just as reading and writing opened doors centuries ago, prompt engineering is becoming essential today. Crafting precise, structured prompts transforms AI from a simple tool into your strategic partner. Anyone can learn this, and everyone should. Number 3, it's a conversation, not a command. AI isn't a vending machine. It's a conversational partner. You wouldn't give a colleague one blunt instruction and walk away. You'd ask questions, clarify misunderstandings, and refine your request until you're both on the same page. Treat your AI interactions the same way. Start simple, then iterate and refine. The more you engage, the better your outcomes. Number 4, examples over explanations. Examples are your shortcut to clarity. If you want a chef to recreate your favorite dish, you don't describe every ingredient. You share a taste or a recipe. Similarly, Showing AI clear examples of what you're looking for acts like a cheat code, instantly improving your results. Don't just tell, show. Prompts are powerful, and with great power comes great responsibility. So here's the last tip. You need to consider the ethics. AI learns from your inputs, so be aware of biases, stereotypes, or harmful content that your prompts might unintentionally reinforce. Always pause and ask yourself, am I prompting responsibly? Ethical prompting isn't just good practice, it's essential. Now, how can you apply these 5 principles immediately? By doing it, you'll quickly transform your AI interactions from frustrating guesswork into a powerful partner. So as we've seen, prompt engineering is more than just typing instructions. It's a strategic approach to communicating with AI. So here are additional 3 proven practices you can implement immediately to level up your prompt engineering skills. Number 1, structured formatting. Treat your prompts like carefully crafted project briefs. Imagine handing a brief to a designer. You wouldn't say, just make something nice. Instead, you'd specify exactly what you want: the tone, the style, the length, format, and context. For example, instead of saying, write something about teamwork, say, write a 200-word inspiring LinkedIn post about teamwork using a friendly, optimistic tone aimed at young professionals. Structured formatting transforms vague requests into clear directions, ensuring the AI delivers precisely what you envision. Iteration and refinement. Prompt engineering isn't just a one and done task. It is an iterative process. Think of it as sculpting. You're starting with a rough shape and you gradually refine it until it's perfect. First, test your initial prompt, then analyze the results and refine your instructions, adjusting clarity, detail, or tone as needed. Document each iteration so you understand exactly what changes lead to better results. Over time, this iterative approach will dramatically improve your AI inputs. If you need somewhere to document your prompts, check out my free Notion prompting workspace, and you can see the link in the description. The last practice is to learn about model configuration. This is an advanced concept but becomes more relevant the more experience you have with AI. Adjusting model settings is like tuning an instrument. It helps you achieve exactly the right tone, style, and depth. Settings like temperature and top P and top K can influence whether your AI outputs are more creative or more precise. For example, a higher temperature gives creative, diverse results, great for brainstorming or inspiration, while lowering your temperature gives focused, predictable results, ideal for accuracy or factual content. If you want to learn more about adjusting model configurations, leave a comment and I'll make a video. So before prompting, clearly define your goal and format your request like a detailed brief. Embrace iteration. Test, refine, document, and repeat. Experiment with model settings to fine-tune your results, balancing creativity and reliability. Mastering these configurations lets you align your AI outputs with your unique design aesthetic, client expectations, and business goals, giving you greater creative control and consistency. So by adopting these practices, you'll transform your AI interactions from uncertain experiments into strategic, reliable collaborations. Now that we've got all this theory out of the way, how can you apply these practices in your design business? Keep watching because I'll explain 3 use cases for designers. Imagine streamlining your entire design workflow from initial concept development to polished client presentations simply by communicating clearly with AI. Sound too good to be true? Let's break it down into 3 practical real-world applications that you can start using right now in your design practice. Client presentations. We all know how critical presentations are, but creating them can be incredibly time-consuming. Now, imagine if you could prompt AI like this. Start with simple prompts like generate a 10-slide pitch deck for a minimalist kitchen renovation. Then you can refine that prompt by remembering to add as much detail as possible using the CPASS method. The good news is you can use the AI model of your choice, like ChatGPT, to help you outline your budget, timeline, and key design elements. Let's take a look. So now that we're in ChatGPT, I am going to use ChatGPT to refine my prompt before I send it off. So the first thing I did was I outlined what the CPASS method was, and then I asked it to generate me a 10-slide pitch deck for a kitchen renovation. And I asked it what kinds of things should I consider to get a better response. So it gave me these things to think about, and you can see how it's asked me to define the objective more clearly, who the intended audience is. So you can go ahead with that in a couple of ways. You can create your own details, or you can ask it to refine this prompt and present a final version. So in the end, you can see the refined prompt, and it says it's homeowners seeking a modern clutter-free kitchen upgrade. So I had this image, and you can see it's not a minimalist kitchen renovation, but I said I want to adjust this slide deck to reflect a project that looks a little bit like this. It has pulled out this pitch deck, and you can copy it and then go back and create it in the program of your choice. So you can see I have used Millernote to kind of take each slide, and I can use a program like Millernote, or you can use Google Docs to then sort of build out that pitch deck, putting all the images in one place and really saving you time putting this thing together. And this has taken me absolute minutes. So in seconds, you have a professional structured presentation ready for your refinement and then your client meeting. You've just saved hours of work, time you can spend refining your ideas or engaging directly with your clients. Use case number 2, visual concepts. What about the early stages of your design process? Mood boards are powerful, but collecting inspiration and arranging visuals can be tedious. So start with a prompt like this. Create a mood board for a boho chic living, highlighting a neutral color palette and natural materials. Then use the model of your choice to refine your prompt according to the CPASS method. Let's take a look. Now we're in ChatGPT again, and I want to create a mood board for a boho chic living room. Now, of course, you can refine this a lot more than I'm going to in this example, but you can see the prompt is I want to put together a prompt to help me create this, and I'm using the CPASS method, and it asks me some questions. What exactly do you want to achieve? What's the intended use of this mood board? What outcome are you receiving? And goes through each of the parts of that structure. They've structured a prompt for me, and then I've run that prompt and I said, can you just generate an image of a mood board? Now you can see there are a few issues with the mood board, but it has kind of followed what I've asked it to do. And of course, again, you could actually add in more specific decor items. The input that you put in is really up to how detailed you would like it to be. And the more detailed you can make it, the better the results are going to be. So your AI assistant has delivered a visual concept that aligns with your creative vision. You can tweak it as you want, but it's like having a design assistant who never sleeps and always is ready to help and inspire you. Third use case, process documentation. Finally, documenting your processes clearly helps you stay organized and ensures consistency across the projects. But writing detailed guides is boring and can feel overwhelming. So start with a simple prompt like this. Write a step-by-step guide for sourcing sustainable furnishings specifically tailored for small space living rooms. Then Take that prompt and refine it using your AI model of choice, using the CPASS framework. Let's take a look. Now we're in ChatGPT. You can see I want to write a step-by-step guide for sourcing sustainable furnishings. I've used the CPASS method again, and I've got my clarify my goal, provide my context, assign the parameters. And you can see again, it's gone through and told me exactly what I need to specify. And you can go in there and manually answer these questions. You can just refine a prompt, give ChatGPT some details about your project and fill in the other details. This will make it a lot faster to finish actually crafting the prompt and then send it through. This is an iterative process. It's come up with the parameters and looked at the content structure. So I guess here, if you would like, you can refine that content structure if there's anything else that you want to add in, and then you can go in and specify the details. And I asked it to generate some dummy information so I could test whether it worked. And you can see here, it has come through with a very detailed step-by-step guide about how to source sustainable furnishings for small space living rooms. You now have clear, actionable documentation to streamline your future projects and ensure your entire team is on the same page. So these are just a few examples. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Start with a single prompt, refine it, and see how much more targeted and relevant your AI outputs become. So if AI is your thing and you're looking at integrating it into your design workflow, check out this video on using ChatGPT in your interior design business. See you there.